Welcome back. We were so close to having the Rude Sandstorm playing on stream, but unfortunately the players readied up and we couldn't quite get to that. I'm sure it will come up eventually. Maybe, hopefully, the DJ will respond to us in the future and accept our requests. But for now, we're going to be back on to Mirage. This is the second map. This is Lazarus' territory, and they're looking to battle it out to hopefully bring it to the third map on Dust 2. But let's get to the server, shall we?
Indeed. It was a really, really close fought, well contested. All right. A little bit of Benny Hill going on right there. It was a very well fought, well contested match by both sides on Overpass. It, of course, went into overtime, but finally closed out by New Identity 19-16. Sub Rosa on Lazarus had a lights out game going 33 in regular time, 36 at the end of the match. But that was last map. This is this map now. And right now, we're going to see Lazarus on T side, New Identity on CT side on this map of Mirage. This is, of course, Lazarus' map pick. Let's see how things unfold.
We go. Topcon smoke making its way out. One flashbang for the exit. Now the remaining players will look to fight for control towards jungle, towards connector, and the bomb will be planted accordingly as well. They've managed to find out that this side is clear, so they have the control, all the control that they would need right now. And Relics is remaining patient in window room, and this is the right call. Just wait for the right time to strike, make Infinite look one way, and Relics comes in, clears jungle out quickly, and now they have a way to rotate in towards this retake, a 5 versus 4 as well.
Absolutely stunning work so far. Dapper and Relics have already done such work. Zealous is smacking down one fly, and he's got so many more to work with on top of that. That's a second kill. On to Seb. Sub Rosa answering back with one of his own. But now things have evened up. It's 2v2 now. And on top of the boxes, Sub Rosa smacks down Wrath once more. It's going to be Lazarus picking up yet another pistol round. I think that's 3 for 3 for them now.
No.
It's not?
No, it's not. Oh, wait. Wait, it is. No, you're right. Sorry, I'm blanking out. I'm blanking out. Okay, we're good. My brain is functioning again. I'm a goldfish when it comes to short-term memory, and yay, we'll find the opening frag with the SG. Now, the SG is going to be a big factor in this game, I think. Those mid-range duels in middle, that will be key. Wrath is spraying his Eagle. Maybe not the right time for it. He's going to get maybe caught on the reload, and he eventually does. Infinite Zealous is finding one each. Dazzle set the remaining players.
Gonna be making quick work. Oh no, Seb! There you go. Able to get the 3K, but Sub Rosa is gonna shut him down in the quickness at the very last second with that AK. Infinite Sub Rosa surviving for the Lazarus side. Dazzle, the last man alive for the New Identity side, and he's between a rock and a hard place. He sees so many rifles over there. Oh, he can upgrade so many different ways over. He needs to deal with Infinite though. And a pot shot and a potluck comes through. The bomb's gonna be planted, and Dazzle knows that the bomb is towards the B site. He needs to know Sub Rosa's position. He can get a general idea of where he is. And he's generally going to shoot him down to 52 HP. But now he's being pulled apart in too many different ways. He needs to isolate these different battles.
Yeah, he's not even quite sure how to find those battles. Sub Rosa's playing it really well and patient behind the lines. Infinite's being a nuisance. He can't quite figure out what's going on. And eventually Sub Rosa finds the timing. And Dazzle just couldn't quite get his mind right. Have to say, really well played by Lazarus right there. Infinite Sub Rosa, calms on point. And they have been rewarded with a round win. Almost an unfortunate turnaround, but 2-0. New Identity. Force on the full save right here. A little bit of utility to maybe increase their chances. A single flashbang and an HE. Likely for this to be a third round, though, for Lazarus, of course. They have the weapons. And Lazarus is going duck hunting.
And Dap is going to get dropped almost instantaneously. These USPS shots doing as much work as they physically can. Relic's actually going to pick up one along with Dazzle. That's going to be a nice little thing coming out from them indeed. But now it's going to be Raph's the last one alive with a CZ in hand. And he's just making it expensive and very expensive on top of that. That's a lot of weaponry loss for the Lazarus side. But nevertheless, that's another win on the board. And now New Identity, they're able to buy into this round.
Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
Oh, I'm feeling something.
I think this is going to be the scrappiest map we have seen in a long time. I have a feeling this is about to get real messy here on the streets, Will. Some street Counter-Strike, some of the best in the game. Right now, New Identity is back on the rifles, though. They have weapons, they have some kits available as well, so I mean, they can contest the retakes. They have versatility in those terms. Relics is holding for that peek from Swag. I think he's aware of Swag's position. Yeah, look at that nade, nice.
You can tell that Relics wants nothing more in this life than to hit that shot. but he's gonna have to wait. Oh. Spots a man in Palace. He's not able to hit that shot though. This is definitely gonna be some scrappy Counter-Strike. I'm actually excited for Mirage for once. I'm loving this. So now we got 1:08 left on the clock. All 5 surviving for both sides right now, and the bomb's about to hit onto a site. Bomb has been planted, just like that. Gas. Oh, please spot him out. He did not. Swag's gonna survive with half HP to his name.
Swag has no support right now. It's going to be Wrath. He has to find this kill to at least give himself some options. There it is. So he equalized up. Again, they still have a kid on Seb, but Sub Rosa finding Dapper. That might have take away their confidence, but Relix is able to answer back, so it's back down to 3s. Infinite posted up with the SG. Zealous is hiding towards Tessus, trying to secure the round. They still have smoke. They still have some means to make this one work. They just need to get on site first. Oh, no. He has a smoke. He can stick it.
Perfectly placed.
Oh,
oh my god, he found it.
Wow. With the Glock, Will. The Glock.
I love Ye. I love Ye so much. He's so disrespectful and fun to watch.
Man, wow. Okay. 4-0. Lazarus off to a good start on this T side. This is really scrappy, Will. I had a feeling it was going to be this way because, of course, we script all our matches because we're somehow the creators of the universe and we know all outcomes, Will.
Yeah, it's like WWE. It's great.
That'd be awesome, actually. I wish we could script CS matches for entertainment purposes.
Oh, dude, I just want like 10 Dr. Disrespects going at it in the server. Like,
okay, whoa. What is happening?
Oh. Okay. CZ's doing work. Lazarus just crumbled.
Are they about to get robbed from a round?
They are absolutely about to get robbed.
What is even the response here for Lazarus? They've pretty much forfeited all control except middle. That's really all they have. Connector control, mid control. They don't even own T-spawn, Will. Their own spawn. They don't even have that.
They have these weapons. That's the only thing that they have. So what they need to do is that they need to isolate some 1v1s with some confident plays. Sub Rosa and Ye, they of course have the rifles. Seb and Rafts, they don't have rifles themselves. So they're going to go for those close range scrappy fights. Sub Rosa's actually going to win that one out. My god.
I didn't think he would. I'm not going to lie.
I didn't think so either. But now it's going to be Ye that needs to do the work, and it's going to be Seb that takes him out of the picture entirely. 32 seconds remaining. 1v3. Sub Rosa needs to peel this one back like the skin of an orange. How delicious.
Yeah, Sub Rosa has been spotted. He's also caught in the crossfire as well. Dapper's pressuring from sight. I mean, this is pretty much secured by New Identity, and off the peak they go. Very well played by New Identity, and they have managed to steal a round away from Lazarus, and that actually hurts the bank a lot, Will. Look at the money here for Lazarus. They're on a double reset, something that you don't often see on the T side.
Especially not in this era of Counter-Strike. Very interesting coming out of them. They essentially have a deco, if you will, with one Tech 9 and a Scout in hand, in the hands of Ye. And it's kind of crazy that they've won so many rounds and are just going to get reset off of one loss. Relics getting decimated by Ye, and perhaps sending that egg right to him like it's Easter Sunday. Beautiful 1-dig by Infinite right there as well. Now things are just like settled a little bit. Now we've got ourselves a 2v3, minute 20 left on the clock. Sub Rosa and Swag, they're doing a lot of damage, but they're not quite putting the final nail in this coffin. Swag, last one alive. He's got the bomb on his back. He's got full control of the B side. Oh my god.
Does he get it?
He's got to get it.
No
he has the time.
way.
He has it. He has it. He
Wow.
did it.
That is so sick. I did not think he was going to get that. He had, what, one bullet away from death, jumping across apps?
I honestly,
Wow.
when the second that he hit sight, I knew that he was going to have the bomb down.
Easy cash.
Impressive.
Yeah, I mean, hey, they went from Glock no armor in this round to at least Deagles. Right? That's better than Glocks. But now New Identity, okay, yes, they managed to win the round, and they also stole the round away. They shouldn't have won, but even their economy is on the verge of a potential reset, so they need to make sure this round is at least somewhat clean. Now, Lazarus, they're setting up for that A execute. They're sending 2 players on the lurk, so maybe those smokes will distract New Identity while they slowly slither their way into connector, maybe boost up window.
Oh!
But nope, Relic says, nah, you're not slithering in my connector.
Relic's almost got that lineup on Ye and Sub Rosa. That would have been such a 1-2 punch for the Lazarus team. If both of them went down, that might as well have been round. Right now, Dapper's just doing clean work. 1, 2, 3. Relics answers back and finishes it off. That sentence, the last man is alive, is going to be Sub Rosa, and he barely escaped the specter of death on Underpass, as you saw.
Hey, this knife almost looks like the one we're going to give away. The Rosa.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Navaja's a little bit shorter and stumpier. Kind of looks like a... Wait, I probably shouldn't say that. Never mind. Kind of looks like my legs.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I got nothing.
Me neither. Anyways, we're moving on. We're going to forget that terrible attempt at a joke. And Lazarus are back on the weapons. This time they have 3 SGs, Will. That's the answer to life. More SGs.
Where there's life, there's going to be death. Infinite tags down Dapper. A quick one tap to the skull, and Relics answers back with a shot of his own. Now it's 4-4 again.
Look at Zeus. He's deep in enemy territory right now. He's running across all of the A side and somehow manages to get out unscathed, untouched. Dazzle, he's in connector and he's isolated completely. He has to hold this, but as soon as that smoke fades, he no longer has pressure. Ooh. But there it is. He's found Ye. Swag goes for the wide swing and works out for him. And Wrath is right there for the trade, and he doubles down from inside the window. A perfect play from New Identity. Really well communicated. Now Zeus is the lone warrior. Too many angles, too many players alive, and New Identity have managed to secure yet another round and tie the game up at 4-4, Will.
Yeah, and this is definitely scrappy Counter-Strike, as you said. But it's also a little bit of deja vu, because remember last map, it started out 0-5 for Lazarus, and then it went back to 6-5 for New Identity. So we're having these long streaks of rounds that are being won by each side. Now let's see who's going to take the lead at this tie. Rat's right there, dropping Infinite. And another thing to note is the fact that Lazarus... Okay, never mind.
Jesus.
Forget everything I was about to say there. Forget everything I was about to say. New Identity, they pick up the round, 5-4, take the lead, and I've just got egg all over my face.
Do you now?
I was so ready to be like, you know, Lazarus, better team, and we've seen Ecos work out better in this map, of course, and it just went haywire very fast.
Yeah, sometimes reality strikes, Will.
Oh,
sometimes
man,
it is Lazarus to strike. Now they're setting up for that A execute again. Swag's trying to draw as much attention away from the middle as possible, or into middle, I should say, and away from the A site. Managed to make it sort of work. There's only a single defender. That's Dapper right now. He falls early right here. That's going to be a disaster. Now he hears all this commotion happening. The flashbangs are definitely effective, but he has not been spotted just yet. Zeus will be the first to fall, but Sub Rosa is able to answer back. But he's gotten the damage, he's gotten the information, and Wrath has gotten the man advantage for his team.
And that's all you really need to do if you're in Dapper's position. That's a one and done position every day of the week. He knows that he's not long for that world, but he's still going to take those crazy shots when he has a chance. Now 1:06 left on the clock, 3v3. The bomb, you see it too. You see it too.
Seb?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Seb, make it work. Oh, and he does. Not only that, the bomb is lost. Ye gets dropped.
The flank is being flanked, Will. Are
you kidding me?
What is happening right now? Swag, he needs to find this kill as soon as possible, and he does. Infinite responds back. Wrath is on top of the stairs. He's eliminated Infinite. He knows exactly where Swag is, and off the flashbang, Wrath, the unstoppable beast, finds a 3K into the round and puts New Identity at 6 on the board.
Yo, dog, I heard you like flanks, so we flanked your flank. Oh my god.
Jesus, man, what is happening right now? Wrath is popping off, and that's not something that you want in the game, Will.
Wrath is one of those variables that I never consider when it comes to the New Identity roster we have. That's always at my fault because he's just so phenomenal, and I just need to be reminded every single time he pops off. But my God, when he pops off, am I a believer and a half? That nade did so much damage to the Lazarus side. On top of that, 150 damage to those players on the ramp position. But despite that, they are not phased whatsoever. They get the bomb down. Infinite takes down another player with the deagle. He's so phenomenal when he has that deagle in his hand.
Nice support from Seb, not letting Relics down. I love that from them, and they have retaken CZ successfully, which leaves Infinite by himself. He has been spotted as well. The flashbangs almost gave him a bit of a sign of hope right there, but New Identity will remain They will keep the round 7-4. Money in the bank here for Lazarus, but New Identity, they're looking beyond stable at this point. Look at their money will. They have 3 people over the triple or the just say over the 10K mark.
There you go.
I'm having a struggle speaking English today, I swear.
Man, it's all good. It's just well,
I'm in CS mode right now. Yeah. I'm in CS mode right now. My brain English who?
Dude, my brain just fully shut off right there. Beautiful work by Relics. He does not need a brain when he's about to brain Yaster right there. Yeah, the economy is phenomenal right now for New Identity. The only one that's really struggling is Dazzle. But luckily for him, he can just buy armor and utility 10 times over, and his teammates can drop him whatever he wants. They are all Daddy's Wallet all at the same time. Now, a minute 20 left on the clock. A man down, Lazarus. They need to make a push onto this B site. Sub Rosa being the first aggressor. The nade and the flames coming out in due time. Seb and Wrath doing work, but it's going to be Sub Rosa that works into his favor. A beautiful 1-2 punch onto these players. Now the B site is totally open up for grabs. And the only other thing open for business is going to be market. And speaking of market, it's going to be Relics with the op and a very tight angle from that location. This retake is going to be slow.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to happen.
Not even going to happen.
This is actually pretty conservative from New Identity. Entirely sure how to feel about that just yet. I feel like they could at least set up for exits, and I think that's what they're trying to do now. They realize how much money they have in the bank. They're realizing they don't really need to save that badly. It's more so about keeping the money low for Lazarus, and Lazarus will be the first victim of that.
And dropping to Dazzle as well, who needs that extra little income boost. But yeah, it's not going to maximize too much for him. He's going to go down. He's going to lose that AK.
But
yeah, beautiful work from Dapper right there. So I just made it expensive for Lazarus. They get the bomb down. It goes off. Yeah, all positives. They get the round. But now they're coming in as if they fully lost it. They have no money built up anymore. They're buying everything into this one. Yeah, most anyone has is infinite with 550. Really rough. Really, really rough for them.
Yeah, that was really well called by New Identity, and you can see that kind of the comms coming in the middle of that. They realize immediately they need to set up for exit. Just burn the money here for Lazarus. Keep the pressure up on their economy. We can probably chokehold it towards the end. Maybe finish double digits. A 10-5 right here. That'd be a great finish. 9-6, still pretty solid CT side, especially considering Lazarus picked up the pistol, and they picked up all pistols. Picked up all 3.
Yeah, and that's actually the first round that Lazarus has won since they had the 4-0 lead at the start. So, like, New Identity have already won 7 rounds in a row. They have full control over this map, but even still, every single one of these wins has been really, really scrappy. Like, you've had 2 where New Identity have just had no contest whatsoever, but even still, like, it's just scrappy.
Yeah, now mind you, Dazzle starting to hear this. Actually, Dapper starting to hear this commotion towards the A site, and he's calling for the reinforcements, and it seems to be working so far. Dazzle's going for a really long-range battle. Relics with a missed shot, and he gets to keep his life somehow. He needs to have been punished for that. That's not a kill Lazarus can let slip away, but the nade will eventually finish him off. Nice nade by Swag. That gets them at least some sort of deficit back into their favor here going into the post plant.
Yeah, he's got IWGL, which means he will never lose. Yaster, however, his probably going to lose right there. Last man alive is going to be Swag, and he needs to swag on these fools with a quickness. 1v3, he's got too many angles he's got to deal with, and unfortunately, he's got to change his name to Swag IWL, which means I will lose.
Yeah, I don't think that needed to be... I don't think that needed to be explained. I think we were...
I know.
It's alright, I'll let that one slide. 8-5, though. It's not going to slide is the fact that now Lazarus has to make a really hard decision, and that decision will be half buy, not full buy. They still have a lot of loss bonus from now. Yeah, they're maxed out of loss bonus. So
yeah,
they just save once right here. They come in incredibly strong in the next round. They probably have enough money for the final 2 rounds. So 8-7 is still in the realm of possibilities, although we're likely to see either a 9-6 or a 10-5 here. Either variations are incredibly good finishes for New Identity.
I feel like New Identity... They've got the momentum building for them. They might be able to shock and awe the world. Take Lazarus out 2-0. But realistically, it's only going to happen as soon as it starts. And these shots coming out real fast on the B side. Shots are happening all across the board. Trades aplenty on top of that. Swag gonna be the last one alive yet again with a deagle in hand. And the bomb is in no man's land. Minute 10 left on the clock. He's got a lot to work with, though.
Yeah, he has all the time in the world, and isolation will be name of the game here. He still has the element of surprise temporarily. They don't know if he went upper. They don't know if he's still lingering cat. Nah, he's been spotted, so now this became infinitely more difficult here for Swag. I wonder what he's gonna do now. Oh, he goes for the reposition. Oh, you almost look cool, Swag. You almost look cool. Start to that.
Not really. We still got 38 seconds. And it simply is not enough time in the world. Dazzle just popped him like the balloon that he is. 9-5 as we go into the last round of the first half. New Identity are in a very strong position.
Yeah, potential double digit here.
I can say with confidence that this is going to be a double digit scoreline.
Ooh, okay. All right, let's find out, I suppose. Right now, it seems like Lazarus is going on their default. 2 towards top middle, 1 coming underpass a little bit quickly. Raph has it lined up perfectly with the smoke and eliminates Ye. That has to be sort of frustrating.
It's absolutely frustrating. A man down, back against the wall. One of your heaviest hitters on top of that, Ye going down. Now everyone's got to pick up the pieces and try to figure out what they're going to do with them. And, Sub-Rosa's burning in the fire. Swag just taps Dazzle as if it was an afterthought. Now Rat's gonna go on chase. Another. All right.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, SG really good. Please nerf.
Yeah, the SG is honestly the best gun in Counter-Strike by far. Infinite escapes is death, but that opens up Relic's an opportunity to find a kill onto Swag. Now Infinite's gonna try to trade back, but Relic's already spotted him earlier. Now, Seb is really the unknown factor in this round, and I think he spots the head of Zelsis, but Zelsis will find the kill instead. Relic's about to jump off towards Firebox, and Zelsis will not be missing his shots. That was over the box, in the air. Okay, Zelsis, we see you. We see you. But yeah, 9-6.
I was wrong.
You were saying, Will? Okay, there you go. There it is. It came out.
Listen,
we love humility.
I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong. I'm just going to go ahead and say that.
Hey, but yes. I appreciate that.
But yes, 9-6, Lazarus closing things out in a very dominant fashion on top of that. Some beautiful shots coming out from Zelsis right at the end as well.
Now, I just want to say this is still a very CT-sided map, right? It can be T-sided sometimes, and they're running the same exact strategy that Lazarus ran. Now, mind you, it worked out for Lazarus. Let's see if it works out for New Identity.
Oh, what's happening? Okay.
Seb? Okay, he got it. Everyone calm down.
Ring around the rosy. And somehow in that madness, the bomb goes down. Zelsis pops the skull of Relics right there, whose real name is Skylar, I just figured out. Finds another one on top of that. And it's just players dying all around. Dapper's going to be the last one to go down. Sub-Rosa popping his skull as well. Bomb's going to be defused with barely any fight back from the New Identity side.
That's 4 out of 4.
That's 4 out of 4.
That's insane. I'm even surprised that these games are this close when you're winning every single pistol.
I would be flabbergasted if Lazarus wins all the pistols but loses the tournament 2-0.
That would be a disaster.
That would be frustrating beyond all belief.
Now, he said Mirage, it is really hard, honestly. It's so difficult to try to find openings, and sometimes it's really just, it comes down to a clash of approaches, right? Sometimes a certain team does this, and you do this, and it just doesn't really work out too favorable. Right now, it seems like New Identity on this round specifically are just, they're on the Deagle Brigade. They're trying to find whatever kills they can. Infinite and Zelsis probably not looking to let this one slip too far out of control. Ye smells blood, and Ye finds blood with the MP9, and the second one followed up. A lot of money in the bank, not much loss in terms of weaponry or economy. And we are now on the gun round. First SG comes out. Will we see a second? I know Rat doesn't really like the SG that much. Yeah, he's going to go AK. Okay. We're almost tied up, though.
Indeed. Wait, what was that smoke setup? What did you just do?
The window smoke?
Yeah, Relics just, like, did a sideways jump in smoke. It was very strange to me. Anyway, that's beside the point. Ye is going to decimate any sort of push that comes from the palace position while All the other teammates from New Identity pushed away up Cat, and Sub Rosa is going to be the lone man on the B side to try to stop anything that happens. Oh! Well, pull off the top right there. Seb brought down to 17 by his own teammate.
That's a safe call. This is instant safe.
Yeah. Lazarus, they don't even want to contest. They don't want to lose any of those weapons.
Yeah, I think it's way too early in the half to even make these kind of risky retakes. Just take your weapons. You have an AK, you have an AUG. Try to get swag a better weapon here somewhere in the middle. I'm sure they can find one. Okay, he gets a FAMAS. Does he even go for the FAMAS?
I think he's...
Yeah, he does. He does.
Very... Oh, does
wait, come on, Swag, stop teasing us. Get the FAMAS.
He really
he says, nah, screw the FAMAS. I'm going to keep my ump.
His glory days are 2014, 2015. That's when the UMP was good. He's just rolling back the years, my dude.
Okay, no, he gets it eventually. He gets it eventually.
There we go. Okay. He was just teasing us. He's a showman after all.
Yeah, maybe he's looking for the extra SMG exit kill. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, extra money. Very, very quickly. Do you think before the major, the SG is going to get nerfed in any way?
No, I think it's post-major that it gets nerfed. Once they see the stats and they see that 90% of the weapons purchased on the T-side are SGs, that's probably when it gets nerfed.
I'd imagine as such. There's a bunch of different theories that I have about it, but we could talk about it after this match. Right now, round number 19 is... Actually, I was going to say quick going into action. It's actually kind of slinking into action. Very sluggishly going into action. Some would argue that's not action at all.
Oh, where the action is right now is towards the A site. As soon as that smoke fades, Bill will unfold. The action will begin. Wrath is up close and personally spot Swag, but Swag will be the first to draw blood, but he's not able to convert the second one, and Dazzle actually ends up finding both of the A defenders. Relics is creeping up from Connector, says hello to Sub Rosa, give him a little peck before he destroys him. And there's two players remaining here, Infinite and Ye. One's in window, one's towards market. They're already far removed from this scenario. The A split for New Identity is looking clinical.
That was just easy, easy work. Curtain goes up, and Lazarus go down. Easy as that. Infinite's going to be good for one. That's an AK salvaged as well. And they're just going to save it into the next round. Ye does not want to let that op get into the enemy's hands, and I do not blame him in the least bit. New Identity are going to pick up that 11th round. And I absolutely love that skin that Dapper has right there. I love that skin. Hold on. No, he's not going to show it again.
The SG, right?
Yeah, it's Integral. It's based off the Lancia rally cars from the 70s.
Yeah, I see that.
Beautiful skin.
Okay. So Hero Op, Hero AK here for the CT side. Now, I wonder if... I doubt they buy around that. I think they just go for the upgraded weapons at most. Yeah, they're going to keep their money in check for the next round buy, but... This is starting to slip out of control, Will. This is the 11-8.
Yeah, it's 11-8 right now. It's looking a bit sketchy for Lazarus, but mind you, it's far from over still. Until everyone's got GGs in the chat, it's still a very, very live game. Anything can happen in this game of Counter-Strike, and that's why it's so beautiful to me. Round number 20. An Infinite. Oh, he's able to find Dazzle in the smoke. Smoke dissipates, and he's going to be the one that gets smoked.
And this is really cerebral from Lazarus, right? All the pistols are staying put. They're not really taking the risk. They're just letting Ye and Infinite do the work with the weapons. Found themselves a man up, so they've managed to at least equalize their firepower in terms of body count, at the very least. And I think New Identity is kind of settled for the execute, but there's only one problem, Will. This is where Lazarus has the bulk of their numbers. They're just sitting, waiting for this to come from New Identity.
And they are biding their time little by little. 50 seconds remaining on the clock, and the execute's about to happen very, very shortly. Once that smoke pops, they are not going to be able to stop. Sub Rosa smacks down Seb like the fly that he is. Zelsis takes a tiny bit of damage from the fire, but he's going to take a lot of damage from the shots. Now 2 men down. New Identity need to find their way back into this one, but it's simply not going to happen. Infinite and Swag just shut things down like it was Windows. 11-9 on the scoreline.
Will, they went from an AK and an up to a double up, an SG. Wow.
And all in an AK.
Yeah, that's a big turnaround of economy. Now New Identity is fully invested up. That was supposed to be their round. Seb doesn't... Someone buy Seb a weapon. Okay, he has one. Okay, you got to max in at the end. But yeah, they went from nothing to double up setup and an SG. That's a massive turnaround here for Lazarus. Not only that, but they denied new identity around as well. So they're keeping it consistent here. They're keeping it tight. All they need is this round right here. They get the 10th on the board. They get the next eco and they're tied up at 11-11. Their economy will come in strong. And then we have a real battle in our hands. But right now, seems like New Identity wants to put all their eggs in one basket, and that's middle. They have no control, no lurk, no presence on A, no presence on B. They go through Cat? Do they go through Con? What's the play here?
Your guess is as good as mine. Right now, they're just all lumped together in one big amalgamous mass of terrorist pride. They're trying desperately in order to get their way to the B side, but it's going to be Sub Rosa to shut down a good number of them. Relics goes down, but he's going to get taken down soon after by Raz. And again, Raz has been feeling himself with that AK, but Ye has been feeling himself with the op as per usual. That New Identity have been shut down. One player remains, and that's Dazzle. Somehow he's always the last one alive. I don't understand, but I kind of really admire it. But I can't admire that. Infinite's going to shut him down. Lazarus picks up another round. The lead has shrunk to just one round now. Now they're on.
Am I the Nostradamus of CSGO matches or what?
You are one of the most knowledgeable people in the NA scene.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far.
I'm going to go that far. To what I know, and I'm very not knowledgeable myself, so that makes you more knowledgeable.
I will take that. So sample size of 1, I am the most knowledgeable. I will take that.
Exactly.
That's a good. I'm putting that on my resume as we speak. But as we speak, they're about to go for a run boost down middle. Now this is a Hail Mary, right? This is just a desperate attempt to get anything, to grasp at anything that they can find. Okay, Wrath finds a 1D. That's good, but they have been spotted, and the jig is up.
They just have to make it expensive for Lazarus. If they could find a way in order to win this round, more power to them. Ye spots out Dapper on the cross. Seb underneath. They only have Glocks. Wrath has a Deagle. Dazzle was able to salvage his own SG. No, that's actually Dapper's. Doesn't matter. Finds an SG. 53 seconds remaining.
Weapon to find.
It's a very good weapon to find.
Now, if he goes up Cat right now and opens up the round, if he eliminates Sub Rosa off the site, which, I mean, Sub Rosa's holding it up, so it's a really strong weapon to contest against. Of course, Infinite's holding the cross. Sub Rosa can just focus on Cat, and if Dazzle walks into that... Actually, no, Dazzle reposition all the way up into upper B. Sub Rosa's op is definitely given away now with the kill onto Dapper, so they know exactly where he is, but do they figure out where Infinite is? Gonna come down to timing. Infinite's already let them slip by. Sub Rosa can get overwhelmed on sight, but he takes out the P250. He's only able to find one with that, but Infinite, he's keeping this one in check, and the SG reigns supreme. The double op setup is maintained for Lazarus, and we are tied up at 11-11.
Nostradamus in the server. 11-11, make a wish. Right now, New Identity is wishing that they could find a word in edgewise in this matchups, because so far Lazarus on the side switch has just been absolutely dominating them. Winning the last 5 of 7 rounds and just putting in work left and right, making this very, very competitive.
Now, New Identity, they're setting up for a fake will. They've been priming Lazarus. They've been conditioning them all game, right? Every time the smoke, anytime the flashes come in, it's been an actual, real, legitimate hit. This time, they're going to show heavy presence. They're going to try to pull all the numbers away from the A site, and as soon as the numbers have gone their way, they're just going to walk out. Dapper finds the opening frag through the smoke, but Celsius is able to answer back immediately. Mind you, the bomb has not been shown just yet, so they're still taking the bait on the B site. Dazzle's baited. He just hid the entire time. But if he gets spotted or if he falls, that would be a disaster. Relics is trying to abandon site. The bomb has now been spotted, and it's just chaos.
I don't know. I think Zeus has spotted that out. Zeus is... Yeah, the bomb's still on Dazzle's back, and Dazzle was absolutely spotted by Zeus. Ergo, bomb has been spotted. Now the jig is up. Dazzle needs to have his teammates rotate along with him and try to stop both Zeus and Swag
Oh, Wrath.
from taking him out of the picture. That's going to be a rough one. But Wrath, he's definitely going to be the man that you want to have help out in this Hail Mary situation. But hail all you want, it's simply not going to be in your favor. Bomb, however, is still going to be stuck down. Uncontested.
Yeah, Relics is in a really strong position, and there's really no one to contest him off this. But he actually gives up his angle. He's trying to clear out for any rotators through mid, through cat, so he doesn't have to worry about it. But if he's in con, he has it held down. Dazzle just peeks off the contact, and this crossfire might just be what they need.
God. Look at this, the 3-man push, the crossfire coming in, and Sub Rosa just taps the skull with the quickness. Dazzle's gonna be good for 1. Can he find 2 more though? That's gonna be the question. He's just playing Ring Around the Rosie. Benny Hill, eat your heart out, but it's gonna be Swag that wins this one out, and they take the lead.
Wow. Relics got destroyed. If Relics got 1 there, Dazzle clutched that. If Relics survived, Relics clutched that. But he gets demolished. He gets bulldozered out of that position, which is a headshot angle. How was that even possible?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you.
12 to 11. Both teams not quite fully invested for the Lazarus side, but definitely on the New Identity side. They have AKs at the very least, but they're very limited on economy. And if they throw this execute, they will not have anything else to follow up with. So they need to make sure they can at least gain space. They can get the bomb planted while the smokes are up. And as soon as they fade, it's going to be a hard hole. So hopefully they have control.
And this is definitely like, this is going to be do or die for them. This is going to tell the rest of the pacing for this entire match. If New Identity can't get this bomb down, this might very well just be GG. Swag taking down Seb. That's going to be a very, very important kill right there. Rats trading him out. Swag cannot be stopped underneath until he is eventually, of course, stopped by Dapper. 3v3. Got to get that reload in, Dapper. There you go. Planning for retake, but actually the CT side are going to find no one to try to contest against as the bomb falls entirely back. The lone man is going to be Dapper underneath the scaffolding, and he's going to get flamed out, pushed out from the position. But still not into the eyes, awaiting arms of Infinite. You see what's going on, don't you?
Yeah, I was going to say they have no idea where Dapper is, but the bomb's already made its way up to the B site, so Dapper's actually selling this completely. Zelsus is on the flank towards the B site. He's heard them. They have no idea Zelsus is on this flank. The bomb is now being planted. Zelsus might just have the timing. If you can eliminate the site player, if you can eliminate Relics, he can smoke defuse, and there's no one that can really stop it. Oh, Relics checks it. Yes, very well played. Nice awareness of mine right there from Relics. And 12 to 12, we're tied up. This is a timeout moment, Lazarus. Please take the timeout. Please, I beg you. I beg you. No, they're going to make the most important decision of the series. Okay.
There you go.
New Identity takes a timeout? Are you kidding?
What?
I'm mad. I'm literally so mad that just happened. How is New Identity the one taking that pause when Lazarus is making the most important decision and a double up setup? Come on, guys. Come on.
I have no idea. I have no
That's
idea.
outrageous, man. That's all right. Right on, guys. Right on.
This is really a scrappy match. You said it right at the very start, and this has just been like pulling teeth from both sides. Everyone's playing at a very nice level. No one's really outstarring or outshining anyone. No one's not pulling enough weight. Everyone's playing very, very evenly. This is very impressive to watch, actually. And Rats is hitting the shots. That's what I think that's the X factor for New Identity on this map. But even still, Lazarus is there. I don't even know how to explain it. This is just exciting to watch.
Whew, okay. I'm glad they took the time out. I needed to take a deep breath, Will.
You and me both.
This is pulling that teeth is for real, for real. Now, everything's on the line right here for Lazarus. They are fully invested. They don't have a kit, which is the most glaring problem for me right now, which retaking might not be an option. And they're compensating for that by actually going aggressive on Nate, not quite putting it on the retake. Now, I'm a big fan of these double A ramp pushes. They can work so well, especially if they continue moving forward. This time, they're just going to hold, though. They're going to wait for some sort of presence on the map. They know they're out in middle, but they haven't quite committed to either Con or up Cat yet, so as long as Ye stands here, they don't really need to shuffle their numbers just yet.
Not quite. Dapper's going to send that nade right into the awaiting arms of Ye, and he's going to take quite a good bit of damage as well. 53 now left on him, but he's still going to hit that shot onto him. That right there is karma. Now with 1:03 left on the clock, Ye, I believe, spotted out Seb. If he didn't then, he definitely did now. And Infinite's going to answer back with one of his... Oh my god, are you kidding me?
He realizes he can't penetrate the wall, just starts tapping at his butt. I like that. Relics has been hitting the squats though. He's been hitting the squats. He got a big booty on him.
Did we just watched two completely different plays? So like Ye, on a different screen, Ye turned around like as if it was reflexive and just flicked on a man as he was appearing outside of smoke.
Jesus.
Even still, phenomenal regardless of how you put it. Lazarus take back the lead. Right now, New Identity are in a really rough position. They needed that eco boost on winning that second round, but it's simply not going to come through. Infinite and Sub Rosa are just decimating them every which way they possibly can. Seb's going to get a kill with the CZ. But it's going to be seldom little. Oh my god, this nade's going to do so much. Not as much as I thought it would.
Mission accomplished though. Bomb planted. Relic can get a weapon out of their hands. Sometimes the calculator is not quite in your favor.
Nah.
Except when Seb's using it. I swear, when Seb's using the CZ, it's not a calculator. It's literally just mathematical formulas. But when I'm using the CZ, it's like I don't know, man.
Dude, I don't even know how an abacus works. That's what happens when I get the CZ in my hand. There are like 3 weapons I don't understand in this game, and people are amazing with it. It's the Deagle, Scout, and CZ, and every single time I see some crazy plays, I'm just like, how?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, Lazarus 14-12, 2 rounds away from winning this one out and forcing the third map, which is going to be Dust 2. Which I'm sure that there's a lot of people that are very excited in order to see that one.
I can only imagine how scrappy Dust 2 is going to be. That's, whew, I don't even want to think about that right now. Let's just get through this one, Will. One map at a time.
I'm mentally prepared. Oh, Relics was.
Finds the opening frag on towards the A ramp side. Zelsis is down below, but not quite in Australia, so he's not quite down under. Dapper finds the one onto Swag, and suddenly the round has crumbled on its head, and Lazarus is left with 2 men, Infinite and Sub Rosa.
I can't even figure out what's... I blinked, and all of a sudden it's a 2v5.
Yeah, the worst part about all this is that if these weapons are taken away from Infinite and Sub Rosa, they don't have enough for a buy, and it could be New Identity tying things up at 14-14. Dazzles has a lot of awareness of mind to remain on this angle, just make sure they can't quite save their weapons. He's taken away the AWP. Infinite is able to recover it, but now with Infinite's position compromised, look at the swarm. It's going to start coming in.
Oh! Alright, Infinite. Okay, Infinite. Now it's going to be 13 rounds for New Identity. They are not quite out of it yet. The money is rough for Lazarus, but they are still going to buy in with absolutely everything that they possibly can. Come on, Sub Rosa, give that to Swag. Give the gun to Swag. All right. Round number 28. We might see 30 rounds yet again.
Wow. They made another really important decision without taking a timeout. That's insane. They have a coach. Fraud. What? Fraud. What's your email? Give me your email, Fraud.
It's betterthanyou1922@gmail.com.
You know that my first email that I ever made was tiny_roy@hotmail.com?
How are you so small?
I was in like grade 5 or 4 or something, which is like 17 years ago at this point. Anyways, let's get back into this. It's an important round coming up right now. Lazarus' economy rests on this New Identity. They are successful in this round. They might just have the winning conditions available to them. Ye's on top of the ticket booth. The spot is all fun and games until you feel some pressure from Palace, but he finds an opening frag onto Relics, and that's the op head-to-head secured for Ye. That's a great find.
Yeah, when he's hitting his shots, it's something else. It really, really is. 48 seconds remaining on the clock. He's still holding this angle stalwart, and he's not going to be shaken whatsoever by anyone. Swag's going to hit his shots, and so is Ye.
Wow.
Match point coming in for Lazarus. Blink it, and you will miss.
What a round for Ye to come alive as well. I mean, he went 3 kills right there. Perfectly played by him. 15-13. The winning conditions are in their hand. They need one of the next 2 rounds for that regulation win. It seems like, yeah, this is a desperation attempt right now from New Identity. They don't have the utility for mid-control. Really, the only thing they can resort to is either a slow split or an A execute. Of course, a B execute as well, but an execute. And they're going to choose the A site. And it's actually going to be a contact play into the hands of the double op. I don't know how I feel about this one.
I can tell you this, it's getting crazy right about now. Swag's in Firebox, and he's not been found out quite yet. He's just holding there. He does not want to be found. He just showed his hands, though, and Dazzle's going to show him the door into the great beyond. Now man down. New Identity have 2 players left in the server against Lazarus's 3, and they need to find a way to get back into the site. Last man alive is going to be Dazzle. Zels is hitting an absolutely stupendous shot onto Dapper. Now in a 1v3, Dazzle is the last man alive, last man to go down. 16-13 is going to be the scoreline, and we are finding ourselves in a 3rd map. Roy, what do you got to say about this?
Oof. I need to take a deep breath before I formulate any coherent thoughts here.
That was my thoughts exactly.
What's even crazier about this map specifically is that there was really no like glaring overperformer, right? It was kind of a battle between both of these teams, different players coming alive in different rounds, different scenarios unfolding incredibly unorthodox. I mean, this was street Counter-Strike at its finest. No textbook CS. Yeah, they had good splits. Yeah, they had good strats, good setups, of course, to fall back on. But overall, it really came down to just intuitive decision-making from both squads, and Lazarus came out on top, 16-13. It could have went either way, but I mean, 4 out of 4 pistols. I'm surprised these games are even ending 16-13 or even overtime, right? You're essentially winning 4 guaranteed rounds, more so if they decide to force on the second round. So I'm surprised these maps are so close. But into the 3rd map we go, Will. It's going to be on Dust 2. That's fair play in that map. Anything can happen. I have no idea how to predict it. We'll soon know the results once this 3rd map begins. For now, we will go on a quick short break. Before we go to that, though, just want to say, one, thank you guys all for being here. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. Hopefully you're having a good time. You know, just chilling, hanging out in the chat. If you're bringing positive energy, shout out to you. You are the reason why we do this. If you're bringing negative energy, stop doing that. Either way, we have a giveaway for you after. It's the Navaja. It's the Doppler. It's factory new. I don't even know how much it's worth. Over $200 if I'm not mistaken. So if you want a free knife or you want a chance to win a free knife, stick around after the match is over. We will have a giveaway live on the stream. And if you haven't done so already, please do follow our socials, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. That is the best way to keep track of everything happening within Winners League as well as our win.gg platform. We will be back soon for the final map for the grand finals between Lazarus and New Identity on Dust 2.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by VBet. Play responsibly. And by